Check it out, yo. Feel the rhythm of the bass mark. Man up, feel the rhythm of the bass mark. Today we're gonna talk about how to stop compressed sets that has a stretch and a dive. How to stop the run in compressed sets that have a stretch and a dive. How to stop the run play. What type of defensive formation do you use against compressed sets that have a stretch and a dive? All right. So let's take a look at the formation I form close. All right. In I form close, if we look at that stretch right there, we see that the halfback is going to be behind the QB. So if the halfback is behind the QB, so it's an underneath play. Okay. So it's an underneath play. So we're going to use 3-4 under. All right. So we're going to use the weak side formation. All right. So the weak side formation. So either you're going to use 4-3 under, or you're going to use 3-4 under. All right. In this case right here, we're going to use the 3-4 under. We're going to use the cover 2.
Here we go. 180.
All right. So we have the computer in cover 2 and 3-4 under. Okay. The reason why we're going to use 3-4 under because we have the halfback. The halfback's behind the QB. All right. So he's behind the QB. Now, if he was parallel to the QB, and it will be all about how many. If he's parallel, it will be sometimes 3-4 over. Okay, because he have more because of the strong side. Because he's facing on the strong side. Over here, if the halfback was parallel by the QB, it will be the 3-4 over. It will be the strong side. And the reason for that is because you have a tight end sitting with the offensive line, and you have a wide receiver over here. All right. So we have more receivers, so it will be over. But because he's behind the QB, it will be under. All right. And plus, you also have a fullback right here behind the QB too. Now, if the fullback was on the parallel to the QB, if he was,
hey, gun.
I did that, then if you see a person do that, then you want to switch to over, okay? Because he has more receivers on that side, but because he's underneath the QB, the halfback,
I got you.
It's going to be under, okay? 3-4 over, 3-4 under. All that is you telling your defensive line pretty much how to shift, okay? So if this half fullback was over here,
hey, gun.
You want to audible to 3-4 over, okay? And that's going to shift your defensive line to stop that run to the outside. All right.
12.
The first play we're going to do a dive play.
X3.
Halfback ISO. The computer's in 3-4 under cover 2. And we'll see what happens. See, I barely get anything. All right. Now, you gotta also remember that you don't know if a person's gonna run or pass. Okay? So you also gotta prepare for the pass. All right? So now I'm gonna do a stretch play.
Omaha.
I'm audible into a stretch. The defense doesn't know which side I'm gonna do a stretch play at. If it's gonna be the right hand side or the left hand side. So we're gonna run right. Remember, the computer's in 3-4 under cover 2. So the outside guy was there, even though I was
Here
able
we go. Here
to
we go.
get a
180.
little, get some yardage with the yards. You got to remember you can't stop every single thing. So the best defense against stretch and dive in a compressed set, it all depends on where the halfback's at. Because the halfback in this formation is behind the QB, it would be 3-4 under. All right. So if I run to this side,
21. Here we go. Set hot.
run left, the CB should be able to stop me, and he did. All right. So in a 3-4 under, their CB, if he runs to the outside, the CB should be able to stop him. Okay.
13.
Now it's all about hit and miss. All right.
11.
So in formations like this, you cannot miss on defense. All right. So if your opponent jukes you out, if you miss, it can be a one-play touchdown. So you cannot hit and miss. All right. So you can come out in 3-4, anything 3-4 under, as long as it's 3-4 under. If it's cover 2, cover 4, cover 3, you got to be in 3-4 under. All right. So it's about hit and miss.
Set hot.
CB got to take care of me. Okay. So if I run to the right, it's going to be the CB or it's going to be the Sam linebacker that has to stop that person. So it's going to be it's going to be the Sam linebacker on the right hand side or the CB on the left hand side. It's going to be the CB, and if it's not the CB, it's going to be the will linebacker or the safety. All right. So the reason why we are using 3-4 under, because the halfback is behind the QB. Also with the fullback. The fullback's behind the QB, the halfback's behind the QB. All right, we'll take a look at a different compressed set that has a dive and a stretch. And we use single back dudes close. So in single back dudes close, we also going to use 3-4 under. All right.
Here we go.
And the reason why we're using 3-4 under in this formation, because it's the same thing. All right. If you see here, this is an even set, an even compressed set. All right. Reason why it's called even, it's an even set, even formation set, because you have two wide receivers on the same side that's standing parallel to each other. The tight end is standing parallel to each other. They all the same. Okay. The wide receiver on one side is standing parallel to the wide receiver on the other side. The tight end is standing parallel to the other tight end on the other side. So if I run right, if the halfback run right or left, the CB should be able to take care of that halfback. And because the halfback's behind the quarterback, it's going to be it's going to be under formation. So you can use anything in a 3-4 under, 4-3 under. All right. Now if I do a stretch, the CB should be able to take care of that halfback on each side. Now remember, it can be a hit or miss. If you miss, it can be a one-play touchdown. See? That CB should be able to take care of that person. All right, let me do it again because I went back a little bit.
Here we go. 180. Set hot.
So it's going to be your CB for your Sam linebacker.
Here we go. 180.
Run to the other side. It should be the CB, and he's able to stop it. So this time we're going to dive. All right, first we're going to do a wham play or one trap.
Hey, alert! Set hot.
It's only got a few yards out of that.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas.
So
Here we
let's
go.
try
Stay on.
one trap. We got a few yards. So
Here we go.
compress
Here we go.
sets,
180.
compress sets that have like a dive or stretch at the halfbacks behind the QB, you come out at 3-4 under or 4-3 under. Now, compress sets with if we have a compressed set with a halfback. If you sit on if you sit on the right hand side of a for example, if he's sitting on the right hand side, if he's standing on the strong side of the QB in parallel. For example,
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
all right. So this formation right here, he's sitting parallel to the QB. All right. In this position right here, it still be 3-4 under, and the reason why, because it's an even set. All right. The reason why it's an even set because you got a wide receiver here, and a receiver here. They're standing parallel to each other. All right. This receiver and the tight end. Tight end is acting as a receiver. He's standing parallel. All right. The tight end is acting as a flex. This is the formation gun tight offset tight end. So this also will be 3-4 under or 4-3 under. All right. We do inside zone. The good thing about this formation right here, gun tight offset tight end, it doesn't have to stretch. All right. Now, let's say if I move
I got you.
this guy over here, okay, and this had a stretch. All right. So now you would have to switch over to 3-4 over. All right, because now it becomes a different type of formation. It looks more like a bunch formation. So you have more receivers to the right hand side. So now you see your opponent do that, you have to audible to a 3-4 over. Okay. And this is how you pretty much play the game. You gotta watch detail. Look at what your opponent is doing. Is he changing the formation? Is he motioning people out? And this is how you pretty much going to have to try to stop the run or stop the person, stop the person in that formation. Everything is detail, detail, detail. I'm TK, and thank you for watching TK Madden Football Geometry.